What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Orbis Overdrive. I know it has been a couple weeks. Thank you for being so patient. It's your guy Gimmick, and how are you guys doing today? I mean, there's been a lot that's been going on in the past couple of weeks since we've been gone. We had the Mola Mash, and then we had a couple of just big things happening on the 4th, and then we just, now we're here today. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys aren't aware of what Orbis Overdrive is, it is our usually bi-weekly stream where we talk about the update that usually goes in the previous night with a special guest. But I hope you guys are all doing very, very well. Seeing a lot of familiar faces. Annuel, welcome in. Ryoko, welcome in. Killerpad, welcome in. I did see you were asking about some login stuff. We might talk about that a little bit later. On YouTube side, hello, Sagiri. Unlucky, if you are ever looking for guild advice, anything, don't forget to check out our official Discord, official Epic 7, to get some advice, look for guilds, friends, etc., etc. Highly recommended. But that's enough about the introduction here. Let us get into the imprint and talk about what has been going on these past couple weeks. Alrighty, so I know yesterday's update was a little bit more on the, modest side, but we do have 2 weeks, or excuse me, technically 4 weeks worth of updates to talk about in one big stream. So I'll try to be concise, try to be quick, and then we'll chat it out with our guests. Someone's saying the table is quite high. Maybe I'm standing, who knows? Starting off here, we did have the balance adjustment with Remnant Violet, Sylvan Sage Vivian, Yuna, Free Spirit Tieria, Mercedes, Camilla, and Aether, as well as a bunch of 3-star artifacts. You can check more details about this on our official Stove page. We will be talking about it a little bit more later in the stream, but here is all the overview, of today's balance adjustment. Moving into our next one. We had the Guild War contention season ending very, very soon on the 20th. If you guys haven't finished strong yet, get as high of a placement as you can. It's always good to get your multipliers for your Mystics and your Guild Wars. Our team, my guild, I think we're doing pretty okay, where I think we are at the highest rank, but it's been tough. Our guild has been getting thrown through the ringer. I don't know how you guys have been doing with Guild War season, but there are some pretty tough comps out there. Let's go into our next slide, though, for now, as we talk about that. We had some UI, quality of life improvements. We'll talk about this a little bit when we go into game as well, but as you can see, battle status, some stuff in promotion and level up. Equipment storage has also been given some quality of life, bug fixes, etc. For the promotion and level up, actually, the promotion now just automatically selects the materials you need. And level up, if you're out of penguins, you can actually pull up the sanctuary screen right from there to summon penguins instantly if you need to level some stuff up. Well, let's go into the next slide. Gifts from Luna. So somebody was asking about, hey, are there any login events, stuff like that? There is this login event still going on until the 1st of August. If you haven't claimed it yet, not only can you get some great rewards, as you can see on screen, like Molagoras, Mystic Models, and a artifact summon ticket, you'll also get a free copy of Luna and a new skin for free called Glacial Purity, which is more accurate to her original design. So if you guys are a big fan of Luna, I think there's someone in this audience right now who's a big fan of Luna. We'll talk a little bit about it in just a bit. Moving on to our next slide. So we also had the Hall of Trials revamp go live pretty recently. The boss is currently Abyssal Eufiend. If you haven't checked it out, you can. There is a lot of stuff that's going on with this. I know there's a lot of discussion. We will talk about it once we get to our guest. But the big information is that you can get a new currency as well. If you guys don't know where to spend that new currency, you can check it out right here on our next slide, which is the new exclusive equipments for Arbor of Vildred and Briarwitch area. If you haven't checked these out yet, these actually are the first of our Moonlight 5-star heroes to get an exclusive equipment, and they have some pretty big benefits. Instead of being the usual 1 of 3 choices, you'll actually be able to get one main change to the character's ability, and then also a variable stat as well on the piece of equipment. Also, Alpha Dragon, thank you so much for the raid, appreciate it. Welcome in, raiders. Moving on to our next slide. We had the Cobalt Pearl Cerise as part of the Epic Pass for this month. If you don't have Cerise, she is a limited hero, which is technically obtainable through the custom group summons. But if you don't have her, she is a limited hero, just keep that in mind. But personally, I did purchase the skin. I think it looks great. Chat, we'll be talking about that as well. But hey, early thoughts on the skin, feel free to let me know. But let's move into our next slide before that, which is the Loving Eyes of the Moonlight, which is a puzzle-based side story. If you are able to unlock side stories, basically you can unlock different unlock different panels, which give you different quests that can give you different rewards, and you get to unlock a little bits and pieces of the story. If you guys haven't seen it, it does have to talk about about Kisei and a specific other character. I won't be giving any spoilers for that, but if you like that character, if you like Kisei, be sure to check it out. And finally, for the last of last week's update, we had the equipment and hero inventory expansion. Finally, more slots for gear, more slots for heroes, up to 700 and 350 respectively. Hope you guys have been enjoying this. I certainly have, being able to not clutter my inventory space all too much. Love having extra space. And as well, you can now sell exclusive equipments as well if you need to. So if you need to, buy up more space, there you go. But as always, as you guys know, we like to bring on a guest for every Orbis Overdrive. So without further ado, let us introduce the one, the only, Car 6. Welcome in, Car 6. For those who don't know you, feel free to introduce yourself now.
Thank you so much, Gimmick. My name is Car, probably the oldest E7 player that still streams, but I've been loving it since this game launched. And good to see everybody in chat, guys. I think we're going to have a great show today.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the content you create. I know you are a YouTube creator and a Twitch streamer. What do you usually do when you are streaming?
We've been real casual this year, Gimmick. I think the past 2 years I really hustled and was checking out everything from RTA to all the content. This year I do a lot of React, a lot more chill stuff. And I think that's what today, I think that's why I'm going to vibe a lot with our content today.
Yeah, we always like to keep it chill and just relax, talk about the update, talk with chat. That's always what we enjoy doing. But I also didn't know, Car 6, you are also a part of E7WC 2024 as part of the commentary. How has that been so far?
It's been great, man. I think this year's been amazing. So many upsets, so many crazy plays, and the meta is going to even change even more coming with New Moon Luna, but so far it's already been amazing. Yeah, a lot of different units, and I think also the buff patch today is going to shake things up as well. Yeah. Back to a little bit more about yourself, though. So I guess to get the cat out of the bag, who is your favorite hero in Epic 7, and why? It's definitely Luna.
Yeah.
I think OG Luna still, and then New Moon Luna is definitely number 2.
Wow, okay. So in that case, how do you feel about the Glacial Purity skin then that came with the login event?
Oh, I love it, man. So the funny thing is, I think it's actually, that skin was her original design, if I remember correctly.
It was based on her original design, that's correct.
Yeah. And so I like that you were able to change, when you equip the skin, you actually, her frame, portrait, and her pose actually change a lot. So really good. It's not just the little minute changes that
it's not just like a little extra thing. We like to always, for our art, we always like to make sure we're going above and beyond, even for small details like that, like a small revision to more reflect the previous look for Luna. Okay, so we've got a lot to talk about here, but before we get into the update content, I want to talk a little bit more about E7WC as well. If you guys aren't aware, E7WC Epic 7 World Championship is our yearly tournament featuring people from all around the world. We've been having preliminaries over the past couple of weeks, actually for the past 2 weeks, to determine which players from each individual server will be part of the 8 players to be now playing in a larger bracket for prizes, rewards, lots of crazy stuff. Even the top 3 players will also be flown out to Korea for the finals, which I'm super excited for as well. I gotta think about a little bit more about. There's just been so much that's been going on, right?
And then the finals this year.
Yeah, as a commentator, right? You've been a commentator for the past couple of years. How do you feel about like this year in comparison to the previous years, or just your general experience of being a commentator for E7WC?
This year, I think there's just a lot more units to keep track of. People keep pulling out these surprise units. I think you and I were talking about the Dark Corvus we saw, I believe, maybe Japan, and then we've seen Broman. I had to brush up on what they gave him on his buffs. Fire Araminta has gone through so many changes. She's coming out. Specimen Says, I think, was the highlight of the entire tournament thus far. Shout out to Xander and all the other people busting him out. So it's been amazing as well, but I think even a little bit more exciting than last year, if I have to say.
All right. I'm glad to hear that. I do have a list here as well of all the top players here who are making it. We have Rikazo, D. Xander, Nekoburo, Oziku, Nezuko, Hazamare, Gomiami, and Mr. Pong. So these are 8 players chosen from all of our different servers. As you know, we have the global, Asia, Korea, Japan, and the Europe server. Different, obviously, with the size of different servers, we had different levels or numbers of participants who were able to move on, but we do have a total of 8 participants now going into the big bracket. That is going to be starting tomorrow as well. We're going to be figuring out who is going to be playing who in the main matches. So don't forget to tune in. And if you haven't seen the matches, don't forget that you can actually view our official YouTube channel. We have the live tab there where you can actually view all the VODs from there. But to talk about these 8 players, out of all of them, who do you think is going to make it to the top?
Tough question, Gimmick.
It really is.
I get this asked all the time, and I don't want to make a prediction because it's probably just going to be something insane. But I think most likely, after we saw Korea's finish, Go Miami, looking really strong. Everyone always watches out for him. Mr. Pong effort is crazy too. But if I want to say who I'm rooting for personally, I really like Nesco, Askizu, Xander, of course. I think that might be my number one.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always liked Rikazo's playstyle as well.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of players here, a lot of familiar, some even new, right? I mean, it's very exciting to see just the level of community that comes together. I know a lot of people in chat as well, especially making a huge showing for Xander. Everyone loves to support Xander. We always love all of our creators, obviously. Super excited to see who makes it further. But I also have a other little twist question. Is there any specific hero that you want to see make an appearance at E7WC? We've seen like some crazy picks, right? As we were saying earlier, there was a third pick, right? If you guys don't know, third pick is the ban protection slot, so they can't be banned out. A third pick, Green Issaria, that almost made it. It was so close, but it was supposed to be a combo with a Laya pick and a Dark Corvus pick. I was super excited to see it. I love seeing these like out-of-pocket picks. We were saying earlier, right? Specimen Says, Fire Aramintha, Benevolent Roman, so many cool characters that are just making a big showing. And I really love that effort and commitment that people have to trying these different builds. So I turn the question to you and to chat for that. What hero do you really want to see make a big showing at E7WC?
All right, Chad, who do you think we should see? So obviously my answer has to be number 1, Luna, but with New Moon Luna coming out, guys, I'm sure we're going to see her sometime. Someone's not going to pre-ban her. We'll see her, so that's good. If I have to have an actual answer beyond that, I really want to see Sage Vivian. Now that she's gotten some buffs, I think she's the real deal.
Absolutely. I know we're going to be talking about the balance adjustment as well. Sylvan Sage Vivian has definitely been in a very interesting place for the past couple of years. Just a lot of her kit really needed a little bit of help. So hopefully this rework will retool her in a way that is a little bit more feasible. But yes, we will be talking a little bit about that more in the balance adjustment discussion. So some people are obviously saying Sylvan Sage Vivian. Some people are saying more Emma Luna, some of the other characters. Just we also saw a lot of Wukong too, which was really cool.
Yes, especially day one. But Covin's been a big Sylvian guy. We've been talking about it nonstop ever since we saw her on the balance patch, so good to see him here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, since we have been talking a little bit about the balance adjustment, let's go into that a little bit as well. So usually on Orbis Overdrive, we usually talk about like the whole balance adjustment. I'll go down the line saying, hey, here's everything this hero has been changed. Let's talk a little bit about it. Have you tested it, et cetera, et cetera. But as you guys might know, this adjustment has been a little bit on the smaller side. And in my personal opinion, I believe that is because of a similar trend we saw to last year. For those who didn't participate last year or watch E7WC last year, there was a balance adjustment that did go through around the time the matches were happening, and it only really adjusted 2 characters, really, Mort and Lionheart Sirmia, and I think it's mainly as a means to prevent this big scramble as, things getting shaken up really quickly. Leaves people a little bit in the dust, right? So I think that some people might be seeing it from that perspective. I know that in 2022, right, the adjustment to Senya was a huge change. And, biases aside, you might be able to see here. Biases aside, I do know that it is a little bit hard to pivot, adapt sometimes, and stuff like that. So why don't we just talk about the 3 or the 5-star heroes, the 3 5-star heroes, go a little bit into their discussion, and then talk about the meta as a whole. So but before anything goes further, after all that mouthful, is there anything you want to say before we get started with that?
No, I'm ready to talk about the changes that we saw.
All right, so let's just tap into kind of the more simpler one of the 5 stars, Remnant Violet. So Remnant Violet, a lot of people know that his passive skill originally was giving him a chance to gain an evasion buff at the end of turn. It did boost his evasion all the way up to 70% with an evasion boosting artifact, but as we know, there's a lot of heroes that dispel, that cause unbuffable, a few other things like that, which made his consistency a little bit troublesome. So the change is now that his passive is a increase evasion passive up to the 50% that he used to have, like the evasion buff, and then just a general damage increase on his skill 1 and skill 3. So pretty easy one to start out with. How do you feel about Rowlet currently, and any other thoughts regarding changes like this?
I've always liked Remnant Violet as a hero. He's always someone where he can just put on a show. If you trust in him and he does what he needs to do, he can 1v4. But as you've said, he's had a lot of hard counters, and I think his kit has been outdated. And so bringing him up in line with a built-in passive is obviously really nice. The only problem is now that New Moon Lunas are going to be running the streets, he's still kind of in a tough spot, so you have to pick him very carefully. But I think I haven't been able to test the damage yet. Maybe Chat has. Today I was just mostly playing Sage Vivian. But if the damage looks better and the passive, then I think he's going to be in a much better spot, obviously.
And he already hits like a truck. Like I have a okay built Remnant Violet, and he will just he will deal like 28k sometimes. I'm just like, what? Like, excuse me. No, sometimes not even with a defense spec. It's crazy. That man does crazy good damage. So people are saying, yeah, the definitive fate scaling unit, which we love to see. I love evasion plays. It's a lot of fun to see, but a very simple retouch that I think does give him the boost that he needs. So let's go into Sylvan Sage Vivian then, because I think she and the other character that we'll be talking about in just a second has a bit more of a retooling that, needs a little bit more time to look into. So Sylvan Sage Vivian now, her original kit was mainly that she has focus stacks that when she takes a pretty heavy hit, she will reduce the damage and consume a focus stat. Now that has also been a additional buff that when she is over 3 focus, she is also untouchable by debuffs, which helps her with her consistency, helps her set up, make sure she doesn't get controlled. And she also now, her skill 3, which already gave her team a heal, is now attack scaling, which makes sense because people did build her with relatively low health. She had some cooldowns adjustments, and then also her skill 1 now scales with multiple uses. So how are you feeling about the state of Sylvan Sage Vivian now? And, based on your testing, how do you feel? And chat, feel free to put your word in now as well.
Gimmick, it was only a few games, but I think she is so much better than she used to be. You mentioned in the past she's been in a weird spot. Yeah, ever since her release, she hasn't really had... I think there was a time, especially when Apocalypse Robbie was running rampant, that she was a nice counterpick into that. But beyond that niche scenario, she hasn't really had a chance to shine like I think she should. And so the changes, the only thing I think you missed was they also increased the threshold on which she loses the focus, right? The damage threshold on that. So that's another additional benefit. But yeah, I think the only thing is you got to watch out, obviously, still for Solitaria. We were talking about ML Politis. Unfortunately, she doesn't quite counter that based on her skill. So you have to worry about those resource countering units. But if you just pick Solitaria yourself, lock her in safely, give her a little bit of support. The only thing you got to change up now is just use her skill 1 to ramp up first instead of ripping the skill 3, because previously the skill 3 used to give some damage buffs. Now you just S1 and then you hit them with a big S3, and she's so much harder to kill, so much harder to debuff. She feels really good, but I'll keep playing and testing.
That makes sense. Yeah, someone's asking, really what do these buffs do? It sounds like it increases consistency, increases survivability, and puts her kit in a set where it really, every tool that she has makes sense together, right? It doesn't feel like it's like, hey, something needs to kind of fit here, something might adjust, right? And I know there's also been some discussion about with heroes like C. Phantom Politis, right? The description does say it gives her full focus, but given C. Phantom Politis' passive, it does cut it in half. So there's some discussion about that. How are you building her though? Is it lifesteal still? Is it chatty still? What is the build that you were running with?
Yeah, so shout out to Coven. I was copying his build. I used to be on like an immunity effectiveness way back when. I only had to make a few minor changes, but lifesteal obviously I think is still very good. And I just swapped over to crit chance now that she has that kind of built-in, as long as you have the focus, the debuff immunity. So crit set just for the extra stats, and then lifesteal, we've been rocking it. I've been testing chatty too, but I think there's some room for other artifacts potentially.
Somebody saying Tristan Wolf saying Blackhand, which is Blackhand of the Goddess, right? Might be some additional tooling, yeah. What about Torrent, do you think? Because that might synergize with the fact that you'll have less health, but man, it makes her really, really lightweight, doesn't it?
Gimmick, we'll have to leave that to someone else because I'm a more safe, tanky player. I like having a lot of room to, have some extra bulk. So that's not for me. I don't have a lot of torrent gear. That'll be up to chat for
Fair
those
enough.
crazies out there that love pumping damage.
That's what I got that from my Forge Your Own Gear double torrent pieces, but I currently don't have much to use with it because I put crit chance on them, and the only torrent hero I have right now is Gallius. So I'll have to wait to see how that goes. But good to hear that she is getting a little bit more. People are saying Chatty is like the best choice here for her. Chatty's great. It's always a great. I use it for like Roy Mustang as well. But
yeah,
just having those heroes who have like the damage limits, right? Being able to be like, hey, this giant barrier is going to be the reason why. You're not going to be touching this guy for a while, but
yeah, you can look at it as like extra effective HP because of what you said. Yeah, the way their passive defensive mechanics work.
Exactly. Okay, and let's go into the final of the adjustments for the 5 stars, the most divisive one, I think, as well. Chat, as always, feel free to put in your feedback. I'll be certainly recording it down here. Yuna. So Yuna has been kind of a ranger that has been used mainly for PvE. A lot of people say, great for auto tower, great for some other, maybe even raids, expos, stuff like that, where, but she was adjusted to where her skill 2 grants an extra turn instead of her skill 3 and grants 3 turns of buffs. And on top of that, she has a skill 1 now that does an AoE push for combat readiness. Not much, but it is an AoE with some combat readiness push. And I think the last thing that a lot of people were talking about is the fact that her skill 3 no longer guarantees a critical hit. So big thing. How do you feel about it just from like on a surface level, I guess, to start with that, right?
All I know is I don't want to comment too much on Yuna because I'm not a Yuna player, but I've seen throughout the many years I've been playing that there's been some dedicated Yuna lovers that have done some crazy builds, either like nuke builds, counter builds. And so I think the few Yuna fans out there, like Trish is saying, may have not liked the change. I think change was good for her, but I think it might have missed the mark on this one. But
Certainly.
I don't know too much about Yuna. I just know some people aren't the happiest with it.
That's totally fair to say. And chat, as always, right, if you ever have any feedback, feel free to give it here or in our official Discord. We have some threads as well that we send the feedback directly over to the developers. So if you ever want to have your voices heard, be sure to do so, but be sure to conduct yourself too, right? Make sure we have it in a way that we can bring back to the development team in a strong manner. In addition, right, we did have other heroes that were part of this balance adjustment, right? But it was mainly some retooling, some additional adjustments. I know people were talking about how Camilla does not have a skill nullifier anymore, and how Mercedes is now a little bit different. It mainly sounded like it was more wording, but also her Soulburn went to a different skill. And then Aether, right, and Free Spiriteria, they now actually have some health scaling now, which is pretty interesting as well. I think the health scaling, especially for Aether, makes the most sense because as a newer player who will have Aether as one of their first 3-star Soul Weavers, being able to put some survivability stats on them instead of feeling like, wait, I have to put attack on this guy, but he doesn't deal damage, and stuff like that, right?
I think that's the big thing, Gimmick. A lot of these changes were targeted towards new players, which also in tandem with the fact that we don't want to shake things up too much with the WC going on. So yeah, if you just view it as kind of a safe patch, that if you are a Sylvan Sage Vivian fan or a Remnant Violet fan, it's really good. And if not, just wait till the next one, right?
Certainly, yeah. Some people saying here, someone saying that, right now in our current state, Yuna's kit is a little bit too complicated for newer players to comprehend. Definitely does seem like she is a little bit more of a new player oriented character. She is a free 5-star. Totally fair.
I like that take.
I think that's totally fair. And then someone else is saying here, regarding any issues with clients and stuff like that, be sure to put in a bug report, and our team will work as hard as we can to get that out as quickly as we can. Okay, but back to bounce stuff. Yeah, I think in general, right, we want to make sure that things are easy to understand, easy to use, but also, for characters who are, a little bit more PvP oriented, right, there are times where we want to make sure that their kits are applicable, fair to use, easy to understand, right? There's a whole slew of things, right? But in general, I would say for hero choices, right, this is where the fun part comes in, right? Which heroes do we feel like need either just a small bump, reworks, adjustments, stuff like that? Chat, feel free to put your words in. I know I'm already seeing some, but Car, anything from your end that you would personally see as a, as a benefit to the current metagame?
Yeah, sorry, Gimmick, can you rephrase? I was laughing at some of the comments in chat. What was the...
The biggest thing is, which heroes do you want to see adjusted in the future? Either like full rework or maybe just some extra tune-ups, right? This is kind of where the fun part comes in, right?
Gimmick, I've been begging for Blue Luna buffs forever. You guys gave us an EE. It wasn't quite enough. But besides Blue Luna, y'all hit Sage Vivian. Really, y'all did the job on that one. That was my main number one.
Okay.
I'm looking at chat real quick. Yeah, I know Yamin's a big fan of Green Charles, but do we want to go back to the era of Green Charles? That was crazy.
Hey, we went back to Shu for SMWC.
I do think Ilinov still needs a little love.
Ilinov. Okay.
Yeah, but her ML form, maybe. Nothing confirmed, but maybe ML's coming out, so I don't know if she's going to be in the spotlight. But I think I would like to see her.
We will have to see for sure. And I know, chat as well, there's a certain hero that has been in the spotlight for a while. But again, with a lot of discussion about the current state of balance adjustment, especially for this month, right? They might have wanted to, the bigger impact ones might come later. As I always say, try to be patient with what comes through. Obviously, again, as I said, for last year we had Lionheart Sirmia. Nothing is, perfectly set in stone, but as we've seen with trends, like usually these adjustments are a little bit smaller to prevent that mad scramble, right? But I did see some people
speaking of Lionheart, I wouldn't be surprised if, her and I think even Little Queen Charlotte, which is crazy because a lot of these characters get, like you mentioned, some minor buffs, but every time like new characters come out, they get kind of pushed farther and farther out of the scene. So there's a lot of units that I think could get a few touch-ups here and there.
For sure. Okay, well, I think that does settle most of it for the balance adjustment. I did see some other heroes like Twisted Eyeline Kairon. I did see some other heroes that fun like Kiki Rat MK2.
Fallen Cecilia is a big one, I know, from a lot of people.
There's a lot of heroes that definitely could see some future adjustment. Maybe the next balance adjustment might have a little bit more of an impact, right? Or of oomph, I would say. Because I think the biggest ones were like those 3 5-star heroes as the big ones, and then maybe for future ones, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I don't have anything here set in stone that I can confirm, but we'll just have to see. But okay, why don't we move on to our next thing? I'm just gonna quickly pull up the agenda here. All right, yes. So some other things we had as well were, obviously we're talking about the skins earlier with Luna, but how do you feel about the skin for Cerise, Cobalt Pearl? Right, part of the Epic Pass. I know a lot of people were saying something about a certain feature of her face, maybe. But
yeah, they were Gimmick. Let's not beat around the bush. No pun intended. They were making fun of her bushy eyebrows. I like them. I think they're great. And I'm not the biggest Cerise fan, but I still bought it partially because you convinced me she is a limited unit. You got to give her. Yeah. She's a little bit special, so I did pick it up. Hopefully, speaking of buffs, I think she could use a little bit of a touch-up. Her kind of archetype of the speedy sort of control, maybe opener unit. There's been so many strong units in that kind of group that she probably needs to be touched up.
We do have a lot of those openers, though. Just for solidarity, we do have a lot of those openers as well. But it'd be fun to see what other heroes can contest, right? But I know people were talking about, the eyebrows on. She's always had those, by the way. If you guys didn't notice, it's just hidden behind her hair. They just expose the layer a little bit, but I have no problem with it. I think her skin looks great.
I like that stuff.
I bought it day one, right? I have no problems with it. But how are you feeling about the Epic Pass rewards, right? We have some other things like the goodies that come through it, not to mention as well like the frame and other pieces, right? How do you feel about, the Epic Pass rewards?
Oh, the Epic Pass is always good. The only determining factor for me is if I like the skin or not, and that'll determine if I buy the full thing. But I think in general, as long as you're not hoarding Sky Stones to try to, shop refresh and get a unit, especially if you're free to play, for example, I think it's always worth picking up, especially if you like the skin.
Oh yeah, I think so too. That's always like, last season, right, was codename Espera, right? I always love to see what the designs of these skins always come out to be.
Oh my God, the Para one, Gimmick. Please bring out more like the Para one. I will buy all of those. It was so good.
Noted, indeed. Speaking of other login events here, again, we did have the discussion about the Luna login event. That does run 14 days, I believe, for people who are usually active. They should have gotten all those by now. The other rewards that came through it, the artifact ticket. What did I get for my artifact? I think I got an Iron Fan, if I remember correctly. So that's how it is. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Talking about heroes, New Moon Luna. She released on the 4th of July. We weren't here to talk about it. How do you feel about her kit and design? Have you been able to test her? What's your build? Everybody, thoughts in as much as you can.
Oh my God, Gimmick, design-wise, y'all knocked it out of the park. She is so good looking. I don't know if y'all can tell when I leave some of this screen on. I have the Luna background, the New Moon Luna.
Oh,
so
from
you'll
the
see,
Friendship one?
You'll go Friendship 10. The screen will be bright, and then you'll see a red kind of hue come over me. I leave this thing on nonstop. It's so good.
Yeah, I do love the fact that they added that little extra detail as well. And with New Moon Luna, not only the kit, the design for PvP use, but also the Frozen Eclipse music video. Did you? I'm sure you had a chance to watch that, especially during the breaks on E7WC.
Yeah.
Chat, how do we also feel about the newest music video? And Car, if you have any thoughts as well, feel free to do so now as well.
They've been killing it, man. I've seen a lot of different clips, and I think the full one got released, but it's the one obviously with the Abyssal Euphine, Fallen Cecilia, Luna, and then even a little kind of preview of ML Rose. Is that correct, Gimmick?
I can't say whether it is an ML or not. We know her name is Wretched Rose as part of the Moonlight Theater, but that's about all the details that I have, right?
Yes, and a Harsetti made an appearance, which also you probably can't confirm what her role is fully, but we know her name, we know her looks, and I'm stockpiling mystics already for her.
Usually our music videos seem to have a culmination between the stories that are going on, either one or two of them, and then also a little bit of a pull into Epic 7's story that is currently going on, and also part of the PvP action. That's usually what I've noticed for the story beats, so that's why you might have seen Harsetti make an appearance, while you might have seen Wretched Rose make an appearance as well, but I think the biggest thing was that it was discussing kind of an intro to the world of Days of Piercing Cold, which is really, really fun. And I really love the details they've been putting into that. It's always really fun. Surprisingly, we saw Adin dodge this time. Last year, Riley didn't dodge in that music video, but hey, he got his buffs, so it's all good here.
Yeah, those few short-second fighting cutscenes, those battle animations are always god tier.
I have noticed that Conqueror Lilius has made an appearance every year, actually, I think. So far with Invincible, with Voices of Victory, I believe Conqueror Lilius has been there every single time.
She needs to leave some room for other people. She's everywhere, man. She's still in the meta, too. You think this unit would get, like, power creep. She's still so good everywhere.
Oh, yeah. And I can't complain. Senya made an appearance in the video, too. So, what can I say, right? But I always love to see this expression of, like, many different faces of Epic 7, the PvP side, the story side, the Moonlight story side. It's always a really fun thing to bring all together. And as you guys know, our guest singer, Irikana, if you guys haven't seen it yet, in your mailbox is actually a special little gift for background illustration that features New Moon Luna and Irikana as well. I do have it currently on mine. I will show it once we get into game. But let's see here. Anything else we need to cover, really? I mean, aside from extra artifact and inventory slots for equipment, or excuse me, just for equipment and heroes, excuse me, and also the side story that went through, I think that's about everything that we had for the past two updates. I know it was a bit of a mouthful. Thank you guys for sticking with me here. I know we wanted a little bit more of a chill one, but there was just so much to talk about. But that being said, tomorrow is going to be a big day of PvP. Car, you said you're going to be there. And as some people might know, Car and I have a little bit of a score to settle.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Because, every time I pop in, I hear this guy going, "Hey, Gimmick, you wanna pull up a draft arena? You wanna pull up a draft? Yeah, why not? I don't know what the numbers are, but it's finally time to do it on home turf. So why don't we go into the sanctuary, get this arena set up, and maybe put a little prediction in chat too? Why not?
All right.
Here we are. So first of all, just to show off, here is the full illustration with the Frozen Eclipse and the Irikana. And this is in your mailbox distributed now. If you want to pick it up, you can do so now. And for those who might not know, I'm going to turn up the brightness a little bit here. For those who don't know, you're able to apply it right here through the lobby settings. If you go to the illustrations tab, go to details, E7WC, you can set that in however you'd like. And there's also illustrations from previous years as well. Plenty of things. If you guys don't know about this for the lobby stuff, I love being able to change my lobby out. Personally, I am a big fan of the World's End pub, but I gotta say, this is pretty clean. So I'm pretty happy with that. Chat, we're putting a prediction in chat. If you want to vote to see who will take it between the two of us, feel free to do so now. I'm going to open up a mock lobby right now. And not accidentally queue in like I've done before. Let's do Gimmick, Car. There we go. And we'll just do draft mode. No password. Everyone wants to come in can. I'm not apparently not allowed to use that. Let's just do E7. We'll just do E7. We'll do E7.
They're saying I'm
fun.
I'm screen peeking because I keep looking at chat.
Hey, don't look over here, all right?
All right.
All right.
Eyes straight ahead.
We'll do a best of 3 to start off, and then if we want to just have some fun, we can. I have some other things maybe planned for a little later, but we'll see how these matches go. Whenever you're ready, Car, come on in.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna shoot me an invite.
Oh, I can
What was
shoot you
the,
an invite. Why not? I can do that.
Yes, please. That makes
Yeah,
me
don't
feel
mind
special.
me. I've got. Let's get the Car 6 in here. It's no underscore, right?
Yeah, no underscore.
There we go.
Got it.
Awesome. Let's change up the background a little bit too. Why don't we go for something a little more?
Let's set the mood.
Yeah. Why don't we use the E7WC arena
Okay.
from last year?
Yes, the grand finals.
Okay. Let's see here. The prediction's still going. I'll wait just a little bit longer. Someone asking, who is that girl? That girl is Irikana, who was the singer for our most recent music video. So if you guys didn't know about that, that's where she is. And Chad, if you want to come in and view early, you can as well. But gonna wait just a little bit longer here. Yeah, it looks like the prediction is ready. Ooh, people are going all in on you on YouTube side, it seems. And I don't know actually who's winning the prediction side. I'd see there's a pretty big gap here. But
I think my guys are trolling me. They're all in on you because they want.
So
to see
everyone's
me
saying
fail.
all in on Gimmick? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, well, let's see how it goes. In 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, the
your profile
profile
pic.
card? Yeah,
Yeah.
I always love that one. Okay.
All right. Let's
no
see,
peeking.
Gimmick.
No peeking,
I'm not
all right?
peeking. I'm not screen peeking. All right.
Thank you.
Be
You're gonna hear some things, but let's see here. I think I just gotta go with that for my first.
I gotta
pick.
go with this one, man.
It's consistent. Oh man.
Okay.
I'm already down a leg here. All right. Who do I want to go with? Okay, I can make this work. I can make this work.
I noticed, Gimmick, a lot of times in the draft, if you have the option, you try to go for the more standard or tanky instead of the speed cleave.
I like consistency. I like being able to kind of batten down the hatches. I do have some good speed in my arsenal, and honestly, I do sometimes cleave a little bit when doing placements. But honestly, I much more prefer just playing standard. Standard feels right for me.
Gimmick, I have an option here that I kind of want to pull out.
I think I gotta pull this one out here. There's something here that I want to try, but I don't think it's the right tool for right now.
Well, I'm gonna pick this just for the show, because I think a lot of people like this guy, but he's not the best.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's see if my guess is right.
I think people want him to get some buffs.
Oh, I wasn't right actually. I thought we were
Who are
going
you
to say
thinking?
Twisted Eidolon.
Oh no, I'll pick Tekron. I think Tekron's much better than Ainz actually.
Who can I run with here? I think I gotta go with this here. There's some good choices here. Gimmick and Card doing the opposite of speed chasing. Hey, look.
Well, you guys know I'm already. Yeah, and Gimmick just said he also doesn't like.
I prefer playing standard personally, and I know that UCAR, one of your favorite units at one point, was drafting May Chloe a lot, right? You were first picking May Chloe.
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
trying to let go of that image, Gimmick. So if we could not bring that up, I would love that. Thank you so much.
Really? Wow. Okay. You've changed. Solitaria. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
This is tough. I think I gotta run with this.
I believe the word clueless is an apt descriptor for the likes of you.
Ocean Breeze. Ooh, this might be tricky actually for me. Hard to say where I want to go for on this. I think I gotta.
What are you banning?
I gotta kick him where it hurts, right?
Just don't ban Ainz, okay? People
No.
wanna see the
Of course
Ainz.
not. Of course not. I would never ban. I'm the content guy. Like that's
You're
my
right.
that's my goal here. I would never ban content.
What do I need to ban? I think we'll go with this one.
That's pretty smart.
All right, yeah, because we have a lot of extra attacks here from
We
Lilith
do.
and Solitaria.
It's
But
a
now
good thing we
here's
did-
my problem, Gimmick. I'm all in on the Ainz train here. So if
Kinda,
he
yeah. I mean,
gets
you have
50%ed, if I
Yoha.
mess something up.
You do have Yolha, but
All right.
all right, let's get it. Round one. Oh gosh, he took
Okay.
first turn. I gotta make a mad dash.
So
So
I think we're gonna hit this
I will say, just just keep in mind, I do have boosted effect resistance from Maid Chloe. That's all I'll say. So that is my.
We gotta get rid of this
reason if
girl
something happens here.
sometimes. So let's place it. All right.
Oh,
that one
oh
went
no!
off.
Oh no!
Very nice.
Uh-oh. I'm already in
Let's
trouble here.
see. Maid is going after. Okay.
I think I can make this work still.
I think we just push this back even more then.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
I hope you enjoy yourself.
People are saying missing draft mode being fully open. Hey, getting your feedback in. I personally loved having it as well like that. I think it'd be great to have it in the digital edition. Oh, right. While I'm here, let's take a look at that new UI screen. Look at that. That is pretty.
Yeah, I noticed that too. When you hit the little CR
Yeah.
bar, it looks great.
I like how it spreads everybody out too. It's great. It's easy to see. I think I need to go for an early expose here on Solly just so I can take her out.
Chat's asking what artifact is on the
Abyssal?
Fiend, something I was also curious about.
I'm thinking
I'm
it's
assuming it's Holy Sack, right?
I'm gonna guess Holy Sack. I can't remember honestly. It's either that or Elbrus.
Yeah.
Who do I want to stun here? Or am I betting on a stun already or? Oh gosh,
The Overlord of Death.
that was a mistake. Hey, I mean, technically, Ainz does take more damage on light heroes. I was making the right choice there.
Yeah, true.
Are you waiting for me?
Let's go for this here. Who do I want to pull out? I have Curse on, which is good.
It's hard, isn't it?
Okay, resist it on the buff removal, but it shouldn't be much of an issue. I just want to get that injury out. Destruction is pretty darn good.
Oh my god. My poor Eula.
Oh, dang, resisted the pushback. Oh, shoot. My Yufien's in trouble. My Yufien's in big trouble right now.
I've actually never been able to play Ainz.
Really?
Yeah, people just ban him. I don't know why in this draft.
They're scared
mode.
of content. Let's be real.
Yeah. So I'm actually enjoying this. We'll see what
Wait,
happens though.
hold on. Won't... I think Abigail's going to save me here.
Let's see the interaction. So it shouldn't.
We're doing science.
Yeah, she might live, which is crazy. But if it's not Holy Sack, we just gotta stall a little bit.
True, true.
I actually didn't know it was my turn. Didn't mean to hit there.
No, you're good, you're good. All right, see it. Yeah, she's alive. Okay. I think I need to just keep pulling you with some more venom.
I'm not cheap.
That's a big heal too. What do I pull here? I think I have to
Give me,
just...
if this is Holy Sack, I'm gonna have to go through so many hits.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, maybe the play was to go for the Melissa, but you know what? I think we just all in with the Ainz and just you're not doing much damage. So if I can,
I'm
just
not
keep this
because
locked
you're
down.
holding my AU Fiend pretty far back here.
Yeah. So Ainz guys, we're now on a 1 turn, so we got to cycle 1 turn. We just need to avoid the Euphine, and I think our game plan will be okay.
I think you'll be okay in that case, but I'm looking
Oh
right
wait,
now.
we are going to be proccing though, and that's going to give Euphine her last stack. That Solitaria was a misclick.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see.
I was actually, speaking of Solitary misclick, I was trying to target her earlier. I was like, wait, she's
Yeah,
in stealth.
because I gave her a little bit too much fighting spirit here.
A little more, too much focus? Okay, hold there. I have Guardian Ice Crystals too, which is good.
Yeah, this immunity for that.
I
is gonna
personally,
be-
I run my, I still use Sharoon pretty often. Oh, that's good for me. Okay. Got a little bit of lifesteal there. Oh, I have this back already? Are you kidding me?
Those who've lost
I forgot how quickly Sharoon cycles. She's insane.
Yeah, she cycles very quick.
Very quickly.
shredded into oblivion. Here I
Okay,
come.
so I'm pulling that off. Oh! I have this button now.
You do.
Okay.
I gave you a little bit too much.
That's what you meant by Fighting Spirit. I thought you were talking about
The
your
Solitaria
focus.
auto attacked with a timeout, and so she would be 1 off.
Yeah.
And I think that might be
Show you what I can do.
So I think I need
very
to...
bad for us.
I can pull this now, I think.
Show you the real deal.
And it's okay if she cuts a little bit, because she do have... Okay, we're good here. And then if I get lucky here, I might be able to push you back 1 turn. Oh, resisted again. I wonder how much resistance she has on that.
I think she's got a decent amount. This is going to hurt, though.
This is going to hurt
Who are you going
somebody.
for, Gimmick?
I think I need to play my cards right here and just take out Ainz, and then the curse damage should I'll free do it for fun.
Yeah. All right.
11K
So we
on
definitely needed to just, we got to stall so long. Go for the Melissa first.
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe his thing would just bypass it, but yeah, it definitely saves her.
Yeah, that was an interesting interaction to see for sure. Also, I just got lucky with the crit damage buff and the everything on the Yuffie.
All right. Well, luckily, Gimmick, just like the WC, we're gonna go the full best of 3, right? So no more fun.
Indeed.
That's time for try hard.
All right, let's do it. Just make sure here I have everything going on.
What do you think, chat? We should have went for Melissa, right? Kill Melissa first, and then I think if I stall one turn out, but the thing is, the Yuffie was gonna go crazy regardless.
Totally. Oh, I see an option here. I don't feel good. I don't feel good looking at it, but I think I gotta.
What are you picking?
I think I gotta. If I'm going for the marbles here, I think I gotta. Let's see what else my options are here. Okay, I can run with this.
Oh, the Abigail. That's right. Okay, Jinua. Speaking of Gimmick, we didn't really get to talk about the EEs that came out.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I've been
We didn't talk too
hearing
much about that. Yeah.
the Arbiter Vildred EE chat is apparently insane and makes him a very big Jinua counter. Shout out to Sue. I was practicing some draft mode with him earlier.
Yeah, so his new Archdemon's buff, right? The Archdemon's Might gives him 30% evasion and I believe also an increase. It's 50% evasion, excuse me, and 30% attack increase. I mean, the attack increase alone is crazy, right?
Speaking of Archdemon, Gimmick, I gotta pick this.
Hey,
dude.
welcome in
One of my
the other
favorite
Archdemon.
units.
Am I just playing? I think I'm just playing for fun at this point. The game is telling me to have fun, and I'm trying to figure out.
Does that mean you're gonna pick Ainz like I did?
I'm trying to. I'm gonna pivot into a funny build.
I don't want to pick this unit because of what we talked about earlier, but I
You
don't want to use my mulligan just yet either.
I held my mulligan until last turn. Usually, I hear a lot of people love using mulligan on 3, but I was chatting with Valky at the Mullimash, and he was saying he feels it's much more of a 4-5 thing actually, which I find interesting. But now that I see it, I can kind of see where he's coming from here.
Okay.
Dang, I had Spez on my last pick too. Ah, that's a shame. I think I gotta pivot a little bit here. Yeah, that's probably smart. That's probably smarter.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna call me out for picking the mate. Guys, I had to see the mulligan though. Okay.
What do I do here?
I'm just
Okay.
doing my part.
Gonna work with that. Gonna see how that goes. I might just get counter hit to death here, honestly. Just 3 billion. Can you handle this? Is that all you've got? And so on and
Katie's,
so
okay.
forth.
Guys, the maid was she was just there, man. All right, Gimmick, what should I be banning out here? What do you, I think if I just take out the Janua, you don't have much.
I really don't.
damage, but it will be a
I have a
slow
lot of
match.
funny things going on here, and that's about
You
it.
do have a lot of funny stuff. All right.
My brain said pivot, and I indeed pivoted, but I don't think it was in the right direction. Oh.
All right.
I don't think I pulled this early.
Am I taking a nap?
No, I don't think so yet. Gotta wait for just a sec.
All right, let's get D up for the squad.
Okay. You just keep slapping this, I think. Oh, you cut. Okay. That might be troublesome. I swear to gosh.
Ah,
Okay.
give me the bump,
Phew.
man.
Phew. You scared me.
Oh god, guys, what are y'all talking about? All right, let's see the damage, dude. She's been pumping so much in the WC. Luckily
Yeah.
with that defense buff and just Belly being so bulky,
Her
we were
recent
okay there.
adjustment definitely gave her a lot to work with.
Yeah, so Gimmick, I'm worried a little bit. Well, buffs you're gonna get once I start sealing here.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
this is
what
a
I'm
very
thinking,
well-timed stun.
Okay,
Unfortunate
good.
for me.
I need that death
That
break.
E-break. Yeah, that death break's gonna be quite annoying. But you did already rip the Selena S3, so
Did.
Nothing to worry
I'm not too scared.
A little bit of extra barrier strength there for hope. I do have 70 evasion here. She is available for that front.
Yeah. So we can just pop the seal here.
Whoa,
Mr.
I see a
Knot.
seal. Uh-oh.
We need to start getting some procs here. There
Oh,
we
no.
go. You gotta
Oh,
believe
I
in the
didn't
Meru.
dodge and she stripped. Okay, this is troublesome.
And so now, unfortunately though, the Yuna's gonna cut before I get to press with like Maid, for example.
I'll do it for fun.
Okay. I like the
counter
counter
for
though. Can I get a proc too?
Oh, she dodged on that.
Let's go, Meru!
Oh,
All
boy.
right.
Oh, she
Liking
pushed.
this.
Oh, that's not
Good
good.
push.
That's
We're gonna
not
put some
good.
extra damage too.
Please dodge. Please dodge. Uh-oh.
Gimmick, she lost that buff, brother. That got
No,
dispelled.
no, Assassin's Cartoon is here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You got a little chance here.
I can't provoke, though. All right, I've got... How did I provoke
What is this,
Nico?
man?
Hold on.
This ain't my maid. What is that?
Excuse me.
Hello,
Huh?
guys. What stats
All right,
did y'all put on
I
the
pray,
the
I pray
maid?
for the 20%, right? We pray for the 1 in 5. It happened at Mole Mash. It can happen again. Please? Please?
Get her.
Ah.
All right.
Okay, well, no, I'm gonna put everyone to sleep, and I'm gonna say we go next.
That's fair.
Right.
All right. Here
I
we
say
go.
we go
Gimmick.
next.
This
We say-
one, we both had our fun batch. Now
All right,
I think
all right,
it's we brought it to the wire, dude.
I can't. Game's not letting me top right. Help me. I am currently unable to top right. That is an issue.
Oh, maybe I can try mine.
Maybe.
But it'll show me the loss. Look, you're gonna have to give me the win, okay?
No, we will give you the win. But for right now,
just so chat
there we
knows,
go.
guys.
That victory is on
Alright,
Car's
there we
side. Okay, so yes, we did have our fun, but do we want to have more fun, maybe, perchance?
Oh,
Maybe
God.
for
What does
all
that
the
mean?
marbles? Just
Sure.
So chat, as you guys might know, we've done this a few times for fun. We like to have it where chat chooses which number down the line we go. Rather than us making a sensible draft, we'll just let the fate of you guys. So everybody put a number from 1 to 3, your favorite number between those 3 numbers, and the most we see, right? The most we see. We'll go down the line, 1 for left, 2 for center, 3 for right.
Oh,
Let's see
Lord.
it.
All right.
All right, we're already seeing numbers and drawers. I'm seeing a lot of 2s already off the bat. How do you guys?
So, Gimmick, remind me, we have to pick everything that they decide?
No, it's just that whatever number is, we just go down the line with that one. So, say for 2, which it's looking like to be 2, we just take all center picks.
The middle.
No
We
rerolls.
always take the middle pick, right?
Yep, only middle pick. No rerolls,
Okay.
just straight down. We're moving, all right? Let's do it.
If draft mode wasn't RNG enough, let's just up the
We
ante.
like
I
having
love it.
fun here, Car.
That's right. You know what? I'm having a blast. Let's do
We
it.
like having fun here. And we're
So
starting
what-
it off with, oh boy,
So we have to pick middle? Is that what you said?
middle, down the middle.
All right, here you go.
I didn't choose this.
And this is every pick, correct?
That's correct.
Oh my god. All right, well, let's see. Okay. I think your Faithless Lytica is actually
She's like 3
a
or
little
4.
bit fat. Yeah, she is.
She's
fast.
insanely well built.
Okay, what was your second pick? Let me see.
Let's see here.
Landy,
That is
okay.
a counter Landy, by the way.
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
I don't
no,
think this
I don't like
actually has,
that.
I don't think this has the Oh, it does actually. Welcome in.
Oh, does
Arbiter
that have the
Builder.
EE?
I think it does. It did show his skill too.
Oh my god.
Oh
guys,
my
you
god,
might
it's
be in
me.
trouble.
I'm not Chad, you have the VOD on me here. I'm not intending on this.
Well, they didn't give me the maid, but Gimmick, what is your draft?
I'm going fast apparently.
Oh, they gave me your unit. Okay.
All
All right, guys. It's not looking good, but you know what? I think the fact that we got some Mitt, we got a Senya pick at the last.
I gotta get that thing out of here. That's gonna mess up my faith.
All
I
right,
think.
Gimmick, guys. If we want to win, I think I have to ban this RB, but for the content, I want to see the. EE,
I want to see this
right?
thing in action too.
Okay, we got to leave up the RB. So then, maybe next, I think I'll just ban the Cavil. We got to survive this somehow.
Yeah,
The
totally.
Cavil damage is
Play
probably
a little more
bit too
standard.
much.
I've got a lot of shenanigans here. A little aggressive, but okay.
Oh, and Gimmick bans the Gimmick. You would have never banned a Senya.
I
your
had
favorite
to.
unit, man.
It breaks my heart, but I can't see them with someone else.
If I'm leaving up the RB, you could have at least left me with a Senya, man.
I would
My
have been
God.
provoked to death, and you know that.
I got this solo Alencia, dude.
You have Yulha again.
Sue is talking bad about more, but this guy does some damage, man.
I think I gotta just let this. I can't let you get set up early. All right, how many stealth people do I have? I have 2. Okay. I've got to pull you away. I think for a second.
Chad, is this the counter RB?
I don't
Do
know
we
actually. I
know?
didn't check.
Yeah, Gimmick didn't look. Okay, so we're getting reset here. This
Oh,
is
he's
bad
fast.
for us, dude.
Oh,
okay.
that's Alexa's
it's the
basket.
damage.
Oh, he's going.
No.
Hey, you got the Eternus buff, and he cut, so you do actually end up getting some bit of stuff here.
Yeah, we got to get something going here. I don't know how I'm going to do with this RB, though. I kill him and he's gonna get some insane buffs. I don't think I can survive.
We'll have to see. Again, he doesn't get his evasion buff until after he revives. So
Yeah,
he's
but I'm worried about
currently open.
I'm worried about the damage.
That gap was pretty big, yeah. Or the Alexis basket.
The time has come.
Oh
Guys.
no, it is
Salvo?
counter.
Wait a second. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Here's my salvo.
God.
Here's my salvo.
Guys, this is bad news for us.
I really, we were talking about Arby, but really, it's a Mort game. It is a Mort game. He's here. Oh, shoot, he cut.
Yeah, but I mean, well, all right.
All right, send someone to the Keep Dimension.
We'll do what we can, guys. But the fact that I have to, yeah, I don't know how we can deal. The skill null, the reset on Silius.
Oh, here he comes.
Gimmick is countering out the Wazoo. We're in trouble.
I told you, it is indeed a Mort game. We go. Valencia, she does have healing on her skill 1, but it's not.
It's not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Okay, I guess we are
Okay,
both
actually, maybe
countering.
that skill null is kind of nice. Get a little extra damage.
Okay. Hold on. That defense is gonna help for sure. All buffs off. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
This is hard.
I need to pick away you, I think.
Okay.
Not enough.
DJB living was nice.
Oh,
We
that's
can
not
get an
enough.
extra blind here, or fish for a stun and a look extra heal. I think we just take the blind. The stun is a little bit too risky.
Well, the stun, or I feel like the heal would help too. Oh boy.
Yeah, but
I think I can leave DJB here for now. Did hit. It did hit. It's not over yet. It ain't over yet.
I just have no way to deal with the RB though.
Maybe. We'll see how it comes out.
Get this D break here. I just gotta leave RB for
Oh,
last.
that's a huge
and,
break. Oh, that's so much injury. Oh, that's so. Oh my goodness. And the counter
finisher
too.
Okay.
Oh my God, Mort's gone. All right, and you need to go. You should leave. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I need this guy to miss.
That's a
He got the gap proc, dude. I need
Please.
double miss. Oh,
Oh, it's a
my
counter,
God,
though.
he hit both, dude.
She's alive though.
Yeah, she lived. Now she dies the flit. How did you hit both, Gimmick? Well, the blind was useless.
She's alive. What do you want me to do?
Okay, let's see the damage.
All right,
guys, we can't survive this though, but we're gonna send it in.
All right. Come down
Extra
to
damage on the
wire.
flit.
Yeah,
RB
little
comes
follow-up
back
here.
with a passion, man.
All right.
Oh my God.
Chat, do you hear it? Let's do it. Let's see this damage. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Gimmick, I will not. You betrayed me, man. If you left me the Senya, I think there was a chance.
If I left you the Senya, I couldn't showcase the amazing power of the
Oh
Archdemon's might.
The RB buffs were too strong, man.
Pretty good, though. Pretty good showing. And obviously, the score between us is, of course, just arbitrary. And in fact, because of that,
Ooh,
I
is that a
will
little
also,
pun for the
before we
Arbiter
end up
Wizard?
stream here, I will give up a little bit. Chat won some, maybe might have won some points, but I will personally put a little bit of, why don't we do this? I'll pull some galaxies, why not? All of them? Do we have time for all of them? We have 2 minutes. I'll do 5 polls. How about that?
Good luck.
Just to end off the stream. Let's do it. I did see Elf Mage pull New Moon Luna, his first copy off of a Galaxy. Just saying.
Man,
So-
imagine. I don't think I've ever gotten the unit I wanted off the Galaxy.
I don't think I've done either, but it's always fun to dream, right? All right, we can start with Penelope. Okay.
Come on, give us some purples.
No. All my luck went into that draft mode match. So that's just how it is, right? We have Arrowell. I don't think I have triple S Arrowell, actually. I'll have to check. 5 Elson, someone says. Well, we're a little ways away from there. Another Arrowell? Why not?
Oh, my
no.
lord.
Hey, Saul. All right, 2 more.
Chad, give him some luck, man.
All right, we got 1 purple. Is that? No, that wasn't purple, was it? Oh,
I
it
think
is.
it's.
All right. Ooh, I'll take that.
Oh.
The second copy. And to end up the stream.
Yep. Used up all your luck, man.
I would pull more, but we are a little bit pressed on time, so we'll end it up with a Yuna Young. And what a stream! What
So
a
my chat doesn't
stream.
have that Sid gimmick. And you can't
That
get him on the
is-
new Mystic Summon banner either.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see it. You know, we're saving a little bit. But that is everything that we do have for today's stream. What a day, right? What a day. Car, if you'd like to take a moment to talk about, you know, where you stream, where you create content, feel free to do so now.
Twitch and YouTube, guys. Car6, come hang out. And hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow as well for the E7WC. It's going to be a fun one because we're going to find out what the matchups are as well as a nice showcase match. So hope to see you guys there.
Indeed, yeah. So you'll be on commentary. Yeah, do not forget, 7:30 p.m. PDT. That is when the stream will start. Matches start at 8 p.m. PDT. Don't miss out. There will be announcements. There will be stream reminders. And there will also be viewing rewards, so be sure to tune in. We will be back with Orbis Overdrive in 2 weeks as well. You know, this is our more consistent stream. Obviously, E7WC is going on, but do not forget to tune into Orbis Overdrive for the fun with us and our creators. We always love to talk about the new updates, everything. And if you just want to hang out and have a chill time, you can come here too. But that is about everything that we have for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been Gimmick, and we will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Later, y'all.
Later.